This is John for the Everyday Fan Sports. Today I have another interview. I'm back on the beat with the Savannah Bananas. I got Vinny DeRubeis. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you, John?
I am good. I just finished talking to one of your teammates, Ryan. He
Yep.
got me all pumped up for the Bananas, and now I want to learn a little bit more from you.
Nice. Of course. What do you want to know?
What was your path to the Bananas?
So just like a lot of guys on this team, I've had an interesting path myself. So growing up, obviously my dream was to play professional baseball, and I ended up finishing up my college career down at Lander University in South Carolina. So at the end of my senior season, I actually suffered a pretty severe injury. I was hit in the eye by a pitch, and I had to have reconstructive surgery of my eyeball and heal the broken bones and whatnot. So for a while there, I thought my career was over. And when everything was healed up, I unfortunately lost vision in my left eye. Um, so over the past, I'd say 8 or 9 months, I'd been training. I was actually coaching at the school that I graduated from at Lander, and my coach offered me this opportunity to try out for the Bananas. And I'd been training, getting used to playing with one eye, and I ended up having a great tryout, hitting the only home run of the day while I was wearing an eye patch, actually.
Wow.
And and then ever since then, it's been a wrap. I've been down here for about 3 weeks now, and I've been loving every second of it.
So with because you originally had vision in both eyes and now you only have one, what kind of adjustment was that in terms of like depth perception, even batting or fielding?
So believe it or not, fielding was the hardest part to get used to, but because I lost total vision, like I don't see shadows or anything, I believe it helped me adjust a little bit quicker because I had no choice but to adjust really. And after surgery, I knew I wanted to continue playing. So 2 days after surgery, I was back in the cage trying to get down the depth perception and whatnot. Took about 2 or 3 months to really lock it in, but I feel very very good about it now.
And are you a lefty or a righty batting?
I bat righty.
So if you bat right, it's your left eye. Does that
Yeah,
have you? This might be a dumb question. Have you tried to bat lefty? Would that be any better?
I I did try and bat lefty, but I think I'd have to start, you know, from scratch really, and it just wouldn't be worth it. So
Makes sense.
honestly, I turn my head a little bit more, and that's it. I have no trouble seeing it.
Well, that's a tremendous adjustment. I know I had some eye issues, when I was younger and I was playing ball, and I know a little bit about the depth perception of relearning it. So it's incredible that you could, play at this level. Did you have any hesitation about playing for the Bananas? With no disrespect to the Bananas, but it's a little different style of ball. Did you have any hesitation going from regular ball to that?
Um, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I growing up, I was always a traditional baseball player. Get my work in, play the game the right way, and go about my business. And I was hesitant to come down to the tryout. And spending that one day here for the tryout, it totally changed my perspective on banana ball and the way things run. Um, in the most predominant fact that stood out to me was the people that I was around and the way everybody supported each other. Everybody thoroughly enjoys playing the game. Everybody's positive on the baseball field, and I've never been a part of a team that everybody's positive on a baseball field. To be honest with you,
And what's your favorite part of it? Is it just the positivity, or is it still just playing ball?
um, definitely playing the opportunity to play baseball again is unbelievable because that was a big question mark for me, obviously after the injury. Um, but it's beginning to change my perspective a little bit. We haven't even started playing yet, and all the stories I hear from my teammates about the impact that the team has on fans and the younger generation of baseball players is something that I couldn't be more excited to be a part of. Um, I think it gives me an opportunity to really, tell my story, but also be a part of something honestly that's legendary. And I couldn't be more grateful.
Do you usually play with the eye patch, or was that just the one time thing, or is it on and off?
it's a work in progress. I'm trying to figure out how we can go about that. But we're gonna make a decision on that in a couple of weeks.
Because
So
I just think it's a fantastic story and be such a lift for the youngsters out there who, whether they have vision problems or any sort of thing that would, hinder them a little bit, that you overcame that. I think it'd be a tremendous role model for them.
thank you, thank you. I do believe that my story can have an impact on the younger generation, like you said, whether it is a vision problem or really any any aspect of life, because everybody has something that they go through at one point or another, and it either can make them or break them. And I believe if you do have a strong enough belief in what it is you want to do, you can overcome anything. And I want as many people to know that as possible.
Well, yeah, because I mean, playing baseball at that high of a level is tough enough, and now you're doing it with one eye. That's even obviously even more of a challenge, and yet you're doing it. And it's such an important message for the kids out there that they can do it. They could overcome a lot of the handicaps or detriments and pursue a career. And I think it's a fantastic lesson for kids out there.
I
Um,
agree.
how long do you plan on playing for the Bananas?
Um, so right now, I'm here for the 2023 World Tour, and we're gonna see how that goes. I believe in living in the moment, enjoying the moment, and who knows what's gonna happen at this point. So I'd like to be here for as long as possible, but like I said, time will tell.
Do you have any long range plans like coaching or anything or completely out of baseball?
Um, right as of right now, I have one thing on my mind, and it is playing baseball. I've had a little coaching experience, which I believe will definitely be an avenue that I can pursue after my playing career. Um, but I haven't put much thought into it because, like I said, I'm here now for the next 8 months, and I want to squeeze every bit out of it as I can.
So have you worked on any tricks? I know I talked to Ryan. He's got a few defensive tricks that he does. Is that part of like your practice or your routines where when you're not, on the field or whatever, when you're by yourself, are you thinking of things that you can do for tricks?
Oh, absolutely. Growing up, even in college, when we would shag BP, I would always mess around out there. And it was usually frowned upon to be catching balls behind your back and stuff. Um, but that is definitely something that I've been thinking about on a daily basis, both creating new tricks and shoring up the ones I already, am pretty good at. But a couple of mine in the outfield are definitely behind the back while jumping and then landing facing forward. So almost like a 360 while
Wow.
catching it. And then between the legs, both in front and behind. So somewhat basic, but we got some more extreme ones in the works right now.
So when you're doing something like that in the outfield, and on the rare occasion it doesn't work and it goes for an error, like how is that treated? Like, do your teammates? I know they're not going to beat on you, but like, do they razz you for that stuff?
Um, so that was one of my main concerns coming down here because obviously you see these guys on TikTok making these plays all the time, and I was always wondering, could I, get to that level? And in practice every day, we all are working on our tricks, and there's such a like I was going back to that positive environment. Everybody here makes it so easy to try new things. Like those tricks in the outfield. If I miss, 5 in a row during an inter squad, everybody's I'm getting applauded for going out there and being willing to fail. And odds are if I'm going out there willing to fail without that fear of failure, I'm not going to miss 5 in a row. And that's honestly another lesson that can apply to a lot of different aspects of the game and life.
Oh, sure. And do you guys do any tricks when you're batting or running the bases? Are there any tricks on offense?
Yeah, there is. We have a couple of specialty guys. I'm sure you've seen Stilts and heard about Stilts. He'll hit and play defense and run the bases on his stilts.
Yeah.
Um, we also each work on a little bit of a walkout skit. Some are more, you know, how do I want to put this? A little bit larger than other ones, but everybody's got their little thing that they do when when we hit a double or a single, we each have a celebration. So it is something that we work on, and it's a creative process that's interesting to be a part of.
And do you know offhand when your season starts, the actual season?
February 17th. So actually, this Friday
Oh
is we
wow!
go down to West Palm.
And how long does it run? I
The
know it goes into
season,
September.
yeah, I believe. I don't know off the top of my head the exact date, but I want to say the middle to the end of September as of right now.
Well, I definitely know it's September. I'm not sure if I mentioned this in your interview or with Ryan because you guys are going to be playing in Milwaukee. I live in Chicago, so we've
Okay.
already made the plans. We're shooting up there. We're gonna catch some banana games. I can't wait. After
It'd be
talking to both you guys, I'm just super stoked. It sounds like such a positive experience. And you know, when you talk to your friends and you say like I'm playing, with the bananas, what is their reaction? Because when I mention it, some people go, it's not real ball. Well, it is real ball. And it's,
awesome.
as Ryan said, it's real ball. It's just you guys have fun. What do your friends say about it?
Um, Honestly, so far, every one of my friends, and this was something that I was going to be interested in seeing as well. Everybody has been super excited for me. Quite honestly, it's probably I get a better reaction, I believe, telling them that I'm playing for the Bananas than I would tell them if I were to go sign an independent ball contract by far. I got, people reaching out to me, congrats, like all that, for the first week I was here, it was almost every day somebody was reaching out saying, congratulations, happy for you, excited to see the Bananas. And the movement that this brand and the Bananas themselves have created is something spectacular. It's honestly something I didn't realize the magnitude of until I got down here and became a part of it.
Yeah, that's why I had to get on it because I obviously I originally heard about you guys when the former pitcher Bill Lee pitched for you
Mm-hmm.
guys, and I saw it and I'm like, well, this is interesting. And the more I read and the more I watched, I just became fascinated with it. And
Yes.
so that's why I'm talking to you guys. I'm trying to learn more. I'm trying to spread the word. I just think it's such a positive, exciting experience, and I think it's so cool. And you got a fantastic story, man. And I applaud you for all you're doing. And
Thank
before I let you go, is there anything you want to promote online, your social media, anything like that?
you. Personally, if anybody were interested in following me on Instagram, my name is Vinny DeRubeis. No space, no nothing. But aside from that, when it comes to the Bananas, I know it's hard to get tickets, and it's a hot commodity right now. But if anybody does have the opportunity to go to a Bananas game, I think it'll change your perspective on the game of baseball as well as you know life in general. I've been down here for 3 weeks, and it's already been the time of my life, and we haven't even started playing yet. So um, I think it's a great thing to be a part of, and if you get the chance, go right ahead.
Well, I can't wait. I mean, I know September is like 5, 6 months away, but I can't wait. It's going to be a great time. I'm going to catch the whole series. I'm so excited.
That's
Vinny,
awesome.
really, man, I appreciate your time. I wish you a lot of luck this season. I'm sure you'll see me around either doing more interviews or at the game. But until then, have a great season, man, and thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me, John. I look forward to meeting you in person.
Appreciate it, buddy. You have a good day.
All right, have a good one.
Take care, man. Thanks.
Bye bye.